Corey and Denise from Does Size Matter. We got another RV review to share with you today. We are going to do the 2021 Rockwood Mini Lite 2509s. This is a cool one. And of course, we're moving into those 2021s, although it's still 2020. But you know how the RV industry is. So we want to show you the latest and greatest that we can find of things that you guys like. Want to remind you everything that Corey and I tell you, just our opinion based on the research that we do, and you can do that same research by going to rvreviews.net, link in the description on that. Also at the end I will link the construction to the Rockwood Flagstaff, which are the same. So stay tuned till then, click on those, learn about the nuts and bolts, come along on an adventure. We love having you along. Don't forget to hit subscribe so that we can keep making these videos. So let's get started on this. First of all, I want to point out the new color scheme. I like the gray. People like gray. You know, it's a color. It can be changed, and so they're moving a little bit away from the off-whites and the beiges and the browns and coming to a little more white and gray. Sorry for the hair in my face. It's a bit blowy, but it's a beautiful day. By the way, we're filming this today at the Travelland RV Center in Kelowna, BC, Canada, and they've got lots of great stock, but it's going quick because everybody wants RVs right now. So we are happy that they've got this one for us to show you. So starting at the front, you're going to get two 30-pound propane tanks and an electric jack. Yay! Your batteries are back here, and you do get the rock guard. You get some lighting. Oh, and you know this. I love that automotive glass window that they put in the front of the Rockwoods. Super nice. You do get the electric stabilizer jacks. Here is your water fill. All right, let's take a look in this storage space, and it is on a magnet, so that's cool. Depending on what's on the inside at the front of these rigs really depends on how much storage you get. So we'll go inside and take a look at that. What's under here? Looks like your fresh water drain, and I can see that you're getting a rack and pinion slide mechanism on this, which is a decent size slide. Not too big though, and this isn't that huge of a trailer. Oh, up at the top, I want to point out that there is no slide topper, but you can ask at your dealership for that. And you do get the rain rail with the little spout. Try and keep all the moisture off your trailer, right? Coming around. Oh, and I've seen this before on other Rockwoods. They just use every little space they can find to give you storage, right? I mean, that would be a fishing pole or a few golf clubs, something like that. And you do get the frameless windows on these. Something new I learned about those recently is that the frameless do a better job at protecting the seal around the window because it's also not exposed to sun. Makes sense. In here, oh, there's more storage in there. Carpeted, of course. I know people think, why would they do that? But it's just the way they build them. They lay down flooring and then they build around that. So that's how that happens. Coming around to behind the slide, more connections. Your cable, satellite, hookup for the city water, and a winterization port, and your tank flush, and I don't know if I can get this one open. I think it's locked, but this is an outdoor shower. Moving down, this is where you're getting your black and your gray valve and your sewer. Remember that these come on the torsion axle. Go to the Nuts and Bolts Construction and learn more about the torsion axle system because it does give a better ride. Also underneath, if you can see it, enclosed underbelly there. So that's good too. Now I prefer that these valves themselves be in the underclosed area, but they aren't on many. So, I mean, it's just about what they can fit, right? Then there's the other stabilizer jack and your 30 amp hookup. And then coming around, so your spare tire is on the back here, which I do like, just because if you need a spare tire, you want to be able to access it easily. But another opinion that I heard was that having it out here exposes it to the sun more than having it underneath. So there's something to be said about that too, because a spare tire that has been decimated by the sun over time and doesn't work when you put it on is no good to you either. So you definitely want to make sure you've got covers and stuff on it. There's also a receiver hitch here so that you could put a bike rack is what Corey and I would put there, but you could put another tray or something to carry your stuff on. It's also up at the top. It is ready for backup camera if you so choose to do that. You get a ladder because this is a fully walkable roof and you need to do your maintenance up there. And then coming around to the passenger side, you get a large awning, LED lighting, electric, speakers up there. You can see this is going to be a bunk model. What's in here? Okay. So we've said it time and time again, this isn't for us, but for many of you, especially with kids, I guess, kind of nice to have an outdoor kitchen. It's a little latch here. Does that do it? Oh, there's one on each side. See that little blue latch? You got to put that down and then pull this out. You get another 2-burner stove. Let's see if there's any propane attachment for that. It looks, where would that go? Down here, is that propane, Corey? Looks like it, hey?
Yeah.
So it does have the tubing here that you could put through and attach to that and then run this off of your main propane tanks and see how this goes. Oh, so maybe I have to move these again. Yep, so you just push those and send it back. That's good that it's secured in there. You got some shelf space. You get this little refrigerator. This is going to be electric only, and it's a small one, but it's something extra, right? You can put your drinks and stuff in there. It keeps the kids from running indoors. Coming back, this will be the button for your jacks. Cable, electric. This is that rail for that extra little table. You could hook the TV up here if you choose. And let's take a look at the tires. These are Goodyear tires, Endurance ST205/75R14. Hopefully that helps you out with the tires. And then coming back, actually let's go up to the front again and you can see the other side of that front storage because it's just a little bit different. You could still do some pass-through longer things, but then you have this little space here. So not bad. You get my favorite steps. They're stable. You can adjust them down here for uneven ground. You've got your grab handle. They're easy in and out, but as people point out to me, even Corey, depending on where you're parked, if you're up against a curb or another vehicle or something and you want to just pop into your trailer, these stairs could be challenging. So depending on how you use your trailer, where you go, what you do with it, or maybe you just need to strategically park, you do want to think about that. The door. Friction, and you do still get the hook if you want it and the bumper pull thing. Let's try this. Yeah, it's that same one that kids use, the one that has to have the parent tell them to close the screen door. And you get the window with the little shade in it. So that's cool, but you've heard me complain about the fact that I have to come out in the steps to use it. So that takes us around the outside. Let's go inside. All right. See, now I'd like to open this window, but I'd have to go back outside and separate the screen to do so. I mean, that is not just to this trailer. Anybody who has that is in the same situation. Okay, so this is a nice trailer. We have seen similar ones, but this one is a different floor plan, so we'll go over that. Decor has some nice light stuff, but it also has some dark stuff. So depending on what your preferences are, it's a bit dark for me. When you come into the couch area, which is nice and it's comfortable. It has recliners. The TV is up there and it'll be on an arm that can articulate around so that you can see it from here. And I'll get you the numbers on that. Let's see here. Got it. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I actually sat in a recliner chair like meant to. So in this sort of living room area, you do get a 12-volt USB and electrical down there. You get the nice little stand here next to it. These are those little tables that hook into these holes so that when you're sitting, you can have that. This area gives you a good drawer and a nice and fairly deep closet. It's just a little tough to reach, right? Like you're gonna have to climb up here, or I certainly would. That's as far as this arm is going. Here or onto the couch to get into that. The blinds here pull down. They're decent enough. Don't know that I'd let the kids do that too much, but they work. So this is your convertible couch hide-a-bed, and it just pulls up like so, and you have a bed. So that's useful, but even better than that is this is a Murphy bed. So I'm going to show you how that works. Got to climb up here though, because of course you can't get it down without the couch being down. There's some locks here. So you would, and they are on both sides. So you would unlock that, and this is going to lift like this, so you do want to be careful as you're pulling it down. And it's also going to fold up there, so that's going to pinch your fingers. So be careful about that. You'll only do it once and you'll remember. I'm going to grab it from the side over here because it's not that heavy and I can do it, and that's a way of avoiding pinching my fingers. And then once it gets down like this, you can just hold that like that. Ta-da! You have a full bed. I'll get you the actual dimensions of it. So, I mean, pretty nice to have the full bed and that you can leave some bedding on it. That's a big deal for us. Love Murphy beds, but only if I can leave some bedding on it, because the whole point of a Murphy bed is it's easier and you don't have to go through all the trouble of making up a bed every night. So there is that beautiful front window. Okay, so pro about the front window, because I love them and lots of light comes in, but it's only there when the bed is in bed position. If it's in couch position, no window. And you get that little shelf up there and the electrical. The other con to me is that when the bed is in its down position, this is as far as I can go because of the edge of the couch and this table stand here. So making it, it's all the more important that I don't have to climb on here and make it every night. I mean, I can throw a quilt on, whatever, but to have to like put sheets on here would be a challenge. So you want to be able to put those things on and leave them on. And you do get these straps that hold things in place. So you get another closet, another drawer, another window. Love that. And I'm going to show you how it goes up, and we'll figure out whether that's easy or hard. It does have a locking mechanism down here, so you have to pull that out and then lift. So overall, it's kind of heavy, but it's doable. It's just that this piece kind of folds in. Okay, so I guess from here I climb up on the couch. So So that goes up all the way. Oh, I know, I've done this before. This was a super easy couch, I thought. There we go. It is easy. And then it's quite comfy, and it gives, this is a big couch. Yeah, this is nice. And over here, you get, call it whatever you'd like, shelving, or it has a rod in it for the closet. So you can fit a lot of stuff in there. I just want to see if these are adjustable. Okay, they are adjustable in the sense that I could take this out and hang longer things in there. They're not adjustable in the sense that I can't move this to here. It's either there or there. And you could put a light in there too, so that's kind of nice. Then if we move around to this side, I do like that you get the U-shaped dinette. And this is a table that will also make down into a bed, and but yet it's not attached to the floor. So you could move this out to whatever level is comfortable for whoever's sitting there. So this will all make down into a bed. You do get storage up here too. And it does go all the way. But it'll probably have a break right there. No, it does not. So these go all the way through. So you can put long things. They're not the hugest openings, but you can put long things in there. Tabletop is laminate with a wood edge. I think I like that better. Well, first of all, I like the look of it better. But the whole point about a seam with laminate is that it could get wet under there and lift. I don't know. Is this better? Maybe you know. Let me know if you know. What else? You get carpet only in this area, which is a good thing because I wish they'd just get rid of carpet altogether. But you also get 2 drawers. Love drawers. So much more convenient than doors. I mean, I'll take whatever for storage, but drawers are for sure my favorite. And then moving around, hang on. Oh, more shelves. So that's kind of like pantry space, right? You can put canned stuff, cereal stuff, whatever you like. So this is just a false space because there's access to something. Maybe it's plumbing, maybe it's electrical, but I think it's plumbing. So that's good to have access. And there's also electrical over here. Let's move into the kitchen, and then I'll take you back to the rest. This is a big fridge. I'm going to say like an 8 cubic foot, but I will check on those numbers for you exactly. A bit high for me. Look at that. It's practically too high, hitting me in the head. It's a bit too high, but certainly not a showstopper in any way. It's a great fridge. Up here is the microwave. That is not going to work for us. It's just too high. So we would definitely need a stool, and I would worry about it stuff being too hot and then spilling on my head. You get your range hood, and what do we get? This is a Suburban 3-burner propane, nice stove. I like it. So, and you get an oven, a fairly decent sized oven, I might add. That's nice. I like it. While we're down here, you get 1, 2, 3 drawers of varying depths. This one really is only as high as this. And then these ones are deeper, so that's nice. And then this one is just for your sponge or cloth or whatever. You do get solid surface countertops, and I love that, and a fold out. I love that. Totally. Plus you get that countertop space. You get a stainless split undermount sink. Love that too. Lots of space. It does have the covers, so you could be working over top of the sink and still draining in that. The tap, this is an average tap, but it's high enough, so that's good. And I love that window. It's nice and wide, yet you still have, you know, cupboard space and that kind of thing. And then here's that TV. Come around here because I want to show you some features that are over here as well. So you've got stereo features. This is your panel to handle your tanks and slide and those kinds of things, and plug in if solar type of management. And you've got two more big drawers, which I love, right? Because instead of trying to cram something in the corner from the other side, you can just have good access here. What's this? Just another false edge, so you'll be able to access stuff back there. Also, while we're down here, notice that the heat ducting is coming through the furniture, not through the floor, like that. Okay, let's go back and check out the bunks. So if you're back here, you'll notice that there's kind of a space there. That's because that's where that outdoor kitchen is. So depending on what's most important to you, if you didn't want that outdoor kitchen, this would probably be more storage space. But these are pretty decent sized bunks. They have pretty comfy mattresses, because we've seen others lately that have had quite narrow bunks, which are good for smaller kids, but this is going to be better for bigger kids. They both get windows, plug, USB, light, and another USB and lighting up there. So the essentials are there. Into the bathroom. Notice the space above the door, and I like the stop, the door stop. This is a big bathroom. Okay, so coming in, things that I like right off the bat. I like that they've got this shelf here. This is something that I see Rockwood doing. This is at a great height, storage mirror. Sink's a bit small, but it'll do. Taps are average. Countertop, laminate with seam. Does have some space here, but I would have liked to have seen it come out a little further. But I guess that depends on, you know, the walking space in here. Does have a plug, little storage, even lesser storage. But that's because the plumbing to the sink is back there, right? This is a Dometic porcelain toilet, and then a tub. I think it's very cool, because I've seen it, a few manufacturers do it, that bunk models get tubs. It makes sense. If you've got little kids, a tub is nice, and it doesn't take away from the shower in any way. So a viewer mentioned to me that they didn't like this particular textured look on the plastic shower surround, because it just meant more to clean. And I thought, you know, there's some validity to that. I get that it adds and makes it look a little more tile-like and that sort of thing, but yeah, anytime there's a groove in something, you gotta clean it more. They have this little bag thing here, average fixtures. This has the shower miser system on it, which is, oh, sorry, let me do this for you. Shower miser system, which is that way of recirculating the water, so you're not wasting what's in your fresh tank and you're not filling your gray while you wait for warm water to come. So that is just a wonderful thing. And then you got this nice little tub. So kids been at the beach, the dog, all those kinds of things. You can get them in here and clean them up. I like that. So that's pretty cool. You also get the skylight up there, LED lighting. Your AC is ducted here. You get the max fan. There's plenty of space in this bathroom to get dressed, get dried off, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Let's take a look at what's in the roof and how this rig would work when we pull the slide in. Now, we're not going to pull the slide in, but we can talk about it. So up in the ceiling, You've got your AC, and I'll give you more info on that. You've got LED lighting, you've got more ducting, and I think you've got a decent height. I will look for what the interior height is as well and give that to you. So here's the deal. This is the slide, and it's going to come in probably right up close to this cabinet. That's a bit of a bummer. Can I trade you spots? Let's look at it from this direction. So if the slide came in, the bed could not be down. That's for sure.
Even the sofa couch you could probably put out.
Well, you know what, Corey? I think you should have a look, because I don't think that would work. I just want to show you guys this. This would be the edge of the sofa bed if it was out, and it comes in front of this slide piece. So unfortunately, I don't think you can have the sofa bed part. You couldn't have the Murphy bed part. Once you pull this slide in, it's pretty tight up against here. I don't think you're walking through here. So here's my advice. Put that table down. You can climb on that then. You can use that as the bed. And once you climbed over that, you would have access to your full kitchen, your bunks, and your bathroom. You just wouldn't have access to that pantry. So some of you are going, why would you do that? Those are just in those stopover at Walmart nights when you're not pulling out your slide, or we call it the Cracker Barrel factor, because sometimes, depending on the type of travel you're doing in your trailer, you are just doing these quick stopovers while you're on the road in places that you shouldn't be pulling out your slide. So I'm just saying that you want to be aware of what you can and can't access in those situations. So it would be a little cramped and maybe a bit of a pain, but it is doable if that table were not set up. You could just climb over there. Or if the table, even if you didn't make this into a bed, you could probably just sort of climb over the edge, and then you would have that space.
If you remove the table out of that space.
Yeah, if you just... So, just trying to think outside the box for you there. All right, for the numbers on the 2021 Rockwood Mini Lite 2509s, it's got a 35,000 BTU furnace, and in this one you get a 15,000 BTU AC that is ducted. What else? You have the unloaded vehicle weight of 5,300 pounds, and then the cargo carrying capacity of 1,569. So you got to put those two together to get the GVW. The length is coming in at 25 feet 11 inches, so not too bad. The width is at 96 inches, and the height with the AC is 131 inches. And the interior height in here was 80 inches. The freshwater capacity, 58 gallons, and then the black and the gray each are 30 gallons. I get to go hit up the salesman to figure out what the price is on this 2021, but I do like it, and if you're looking for bunks with kids or pets or things like that, this might be the one for you. Look what I found. I'm a self-sufficient woman. We have a price of $43,699 on this 2021 Rockwood Mini Lite 2509s. And of course, that's Canadian. So if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave us a comment. Click on these links to get to the Nuts and Bolts Construction, or come along on an adventure. We love having you along. Thanks for watching.